What's going on, MSFers? Toolum here, and today we're continuing the series of how to fix Marvel Strike Force. In yesterday's video, we did talk about Arena. Next up on the topic on the chopping block today is going to be Alliance War. And Alliance War is something that you guys know I don't like very much, and there's a lot of good reasons why I don't like it. And one of the main reasons is going to be this right here. The fact that we have to have a loading screen to go in and out of Alliance War just pisses me off more than I could ever tell you. I don't get why we need this loading screen, because the only reason we have this loading screen, and I'm going to be stuck here so I can't even get to my point on time, the only reason we have this loading screen so we can do this. Just so we can move the screen around. And I'm pretty sure you didn't even know you could do that, did you? Yep, you can move it around so you can see the helicarrier being moved around. Woohoo! Yippee! Yay! That's why we have a loading screen for War. And that, right, alone, absolutely terrible. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. First up on things that I want War to be better. When I click last results here, I don't want to see if I won or lost. Well, I do. I don't want to just see that, though. I want to be able to click on something here and be able to see all of the attacks that were just done. I want to be able to see all the attacks against my defense. I want to see all the attacks that I did, all the attacks that my alliance mates did. But once War ends, we have zero way of being able to see anything about the previous war other than the fact that we won or the fact that we lost, how many trophies we got, and how many useless resources we got. That's it. And I hate that. I think we should have, just like Crucible, when the Crucible ends, we can go through any of the trials and see what was used and what wasn't used, and what we did on offense, what they did on defense, kind of to tweak our defenses to see where we can improve or where we might need more offensive power. That's going to be the first thing. The next thing, the leagues don't mean absolutely anything, right? The leagues are just just here, right? I mean, the rewards, cool. The difference between a victory and a loss is 500,000 gold. Even from Platinum 3 to Platinum 4, it's 100,000 gold. So why do I really care to be in Platinum 3 or Platinum 4 if it's 100,000 gold or 50,000 gold less for two wars a week? Who cares? Diamond is a decent jump, don't get me wrong. But this level of jump here needs to be for every single tier. There needs to be an actual incentive to pushing in War, because right now there isn't. Also, when you look at the league system, Diamond is 2,200 plus. We've had alliances in the game since the beginning, and we have people like Onslaught at almost 7,200 trophies. So these people could just sit here, have a shell alliance, everybody could quit, and this wouldn't even matter. They would stay here. They would stay here, and that's exactly what they did. They retired it. Onslaught broke up. It didn't matter, and they literally stay here in the top #1 spot because it just doesn't matter. So they just sit here and they just sit here. There's nothing to do. There's no reason to push for this. This doesn't get reset every new global rules or anything like that, which I would love to see that, where it gets reset every global rules. So everybody who was above the 2,200 mark here gets set back down to like 2,250, and then you get to see where everybody stacks up again and see if people can really continue to hack it instead of just resting on the laurels of past people that have sat here and gone over for years and years and years. And you see, this is the same. The second alliance, Rip Sarcastique, same exact thing. Empty alliance. Once again, I think number 3 is a real alliance. Yeah, number 3 is a real alliance, but we don't have anybody in these two alliances, and they're staying in the top, and I feel like that is just absolutely foolish. Now we have the leaderboard. Why do I care to change what I'm doing to go from top 400, top 500 and get 13.6 million gold to then try to get number 1, number 2, number 3, whatever it is, just for 2, 3, at most 6 million gold if I get to rank number 1. And guess what? I'm not getting to rank number 1. There's no leaderboard right now because it just started. But I'm not getting to rank number 1. My alliance isn't getting there because the amount of resources and money it takes to get to number 1 in alliance is 24 people spending a lot of money to be able to get there. And the amount of resources it would take for me to take up war teams to usable levels to fight with these people like Secret Warriors, all that kind of stuff, is billions of gold. And that doesn't counteract the amount of gold that I get for sitting here just so I could show how big my schlong is at rank number 1. it just doesn't matter. The rewards literally don't matter. So guess what? For my alliance, we sit here, we have fun, we attack whatever we want, we do whatever we want. We sit here between the 101 and the 300 range, roughly, and we get either 14.5 or 14 million gold, and we're missing out on, oh no, like 2 million gold just to not be in the top 10. I'm perfectly okay with that, to not deal with the stress and also not deal with building terrible teams like Secret Warriors who are only really used in War, or a B tier Crucible defense team. It's just not worth it at all. Next up, participation. I love this. I really actually do like this. This is really, really cool. I wish there was a way to see what rooms people attacked in as well as like a secondary thing. Like, hey, people attack this many times in Reactor, this many times in Bridge, whatever it is. I really do like this. I think this is pretty cool. This is perfectly fine. I don't see much needed to change here, honestly. After that, the big thing is going to be when we're looking at the actual room rules of War here. The room rules just don't matter. Like, none of them matter. The only room rule I know for a fact that exists is Reactor, because of applying Disrupted to attacking enemies, because that's the only thing that's really like a big issue. And then you have like the defense down from adjacent because of, I think, security here, and offense down, right? So like, yeah, there's little things, but most people don't even know what the room rules even do, and they're so minimally impactful that they don't change what you do into a fight. Just like in Reactor is the only one that really changes what you do into a fight, because obviously, like, it was Underworld didn't do well into Reactor, right? So you didn't run Underworld into Reactor. That was the only one that really changed the way you played War. I literally have no clue what room I'm attacking into. I just look for the little red flag to attack, and I go in there and I attack. That's it. I don't change my strategy based off of the room rules. I don't change my strategy based off of what's in each room. And I think that's absolutely terrible. And I think these need to be more impactful. Now, I will say I do know what Bridge does, because it applies 10 positive effects randomly to defending allies. So that's kind of cool, right? That can be a thing. But like, these room rules need to be more impactful, not just giving extra stats or applying regeneration to global, or giving on turn defending allies with regeneration flip offense down, right? Like stuff like that. Okay, cool. But like, this doesn't change what I'm doing in med bay specifically, right? It doesn't change what I'm doing there. And I really, really wish that they did stuff that would really be impactful in the room rules. Here, more global stuff, 10% stats on turn end gain bleed. Okay, cool. Like, that's nothing crazy either. It's nothing like game changing where I have to change my entire plan because the room rule, it's, oh, they have this team in Bridge. It's completely different when this team is in Reactor. It's way easier when they're in Reactor, but when they're in Bridge, it's way worse because you never know what positive effects they're getting, anything like that. So the actual room rules need to be way more impactful for me to actually care and really engage with the game mode, because right now it's just autopilot. I do my 10 fights and I move on with my life. And then we also have, where do we have the global rules? We do have the global rules, and I do love the global rules. I think this was a good step in the right direction. I really do enjoy that there is teams that get boosted when it comes to that. And I really, really like it. Like, they first started it with, I think it was like Superior 6, and Superior 6 was just badass in War for the entire season. And I think that was awesome. It gave them more value outside of Crucible, stuff like that. And I really like that. I think they should do that every month with the newest team, so that the Krakens can really benefit from having the newest team and getting to use them in War, where it's just a dick measuring contest anyway, because the rewards don't do anything. So I think that is a fun thing, and I think they should continue that. Every single month, they should have the month after the team is released, they should have that month is themed around that team, right? So people can benefit from it, enjoy using the new team, and people can actually use them on offense and really see what they're used for and how good they can really be. But that's going to be it for War for me. I'm just not a big fan of it. I like the alliance aspect of it. I love fighting with my alliance, and we're all picking each other in Discord in the last 10 minutes and stuff like that. That's fun. But I wish War just had more substance to it. It really needs more oomph. Like, it needs more variability outside of just what people are putting on defense. It needs those room rules to really get those creative juices flowing, which is, I think, is why a lot of defenses are very similar in War, is because a lot of people just, the room rules don't change anything, so everybody throws the exact same thing on any room that they're in. Also, you guys are probably going to say, oh, you're showing your defense layout. We literally don't care about war. We just get in our attacks, we move on with our lives, and keep on going. So let me know what you guys think about my suggestions, and let me know how you guys would make war better. I know we have war, quote-unquote, 2.0 coming relatively soon. Hopefully that does fix some of the issues that I see with war, but I will hold my breath until then. Till next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.